Greetings, this is Berdo. We're back for another episode of The Park. So, when we left off last time, we were on a very creepy swan boat ride, and it was actually all about the Hansel and Gretel story, and it ended with them eating the witch, and I didn't think that's what happened. I asked my wife, and she said she did not think that happened either, so that was very unsettling. I mean, why would you do that? Okay.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Good story.
Stop! Callum! Hello?
Horrible, horrible child. I don't think I'm just gonna go back down here quickly just to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Any notes, things like that. I don't think there was anything else we could do. We should go look at a map, actually. Oh, okay, yeah, so we, let's go down this way. Quiet? Quiet's good, right? We all like quiet. I hate that voice. Let's go for a jog. Yeah, jogging's good.
Another accident. This place.
I don't want to go up to the door. I know I gotta. Okay, let's just do it. Oh, frick. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried the customers will come out of the simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use the negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in its place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has been all for nothing. We're going to take a quick detour. I forgot to get a screenshot. That's what we're going to do down here. Sorry about that, folks. I just wanted to get that screenshot for the first episode because I forgot to take a picture yesterday, or not yesterday, but earlier when we were on the ride. So now our son had lost his bear, and there's a bear there in the vehicle with a knife through its eye. I don't know why you'd do that to a stuffed animal. It seems kind of psychotic. Oh, there's a spark again. Can I grab the bear? Hello, Mr. Bear. Can you go in the back? Okay. I know I can run, but I kind of like the atmosphere that's created by walking. It allows us to really take everything in. And I think that's important in a game like this. Oh, I hate that recorded voice, or whatever that voice is. It just sounds like it's like on a tape recorder or something. That's awful. I mean, that is just horrible. Not horrible like, ooh, that's really bad quality. I mean, it is horrible. It chills me to my bones. Oh, goody. It's so much fun being in an amusement park at night, having it all to yourself. Nobody around. Except us ghosts.
Where are you? This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
We were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people take photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animals, like a tiger or a lion. But as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of the block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportion, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up, and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. The last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. That's fricked. Oh, I keep hitting escape. That is fricked up. That is... Why would anybody go to this amusement park? Ah. That voice, please. Stop. Let's ride.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Ow. Yeah. Okay, let's
Come back.
ride this ride for some reason. Because it's a creepy amusement park, so why not get on the ride? This is gonna be bad. I know it. Yep. Why did I get on this? Oh god. What was that? Oh, that was creepy. I got a screenshot though. I did not like that. Wait, is there somebody in there? Oh, there's snow. No, no, no. There was somebody in there. I did not like that. I guess let's go down this way. There's a map down there, so we'll go take a look and get away from this horrible ride as quickly as we can.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Okay, so I think this is the bumper cars. We're near them. Apparently our goal is to ride all the rides. Is this bumper cars? What is this? I don't think this is bumper cars. Oh, there we go. Oh. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean Steve, see? Even I am starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's the goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, is Chad the chipmunk. Child-friendly mascot at Atlanta Island Park, lock up your daughters and all that, but the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner and he was still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. It's like Bill Dotree wearing a Santa suit all year round. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park managers about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him, puking in the gutter outside the cycle station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creep. Steve comes by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was staring at me, sizing me up, eye-fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there not knowing it, not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Oh God! That was a jump scare! I'm not going in there. You bastards. Uh-oh, I'm sure I looked like a pansy on camera with that one. Whew. What kind of amusement park is this? There's that voice again. Oh, here's the bumper cars. Okay, that was just some office with a crazy person inside.
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
I'm gonna write the bumper cars. Why? I like how she's so nonchalant about all this. Like, oh. These are gonna start up. Ah, 1976 accident. During the transport of the bumper car, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. Did you see a doctor? Yes. So did you file an employee workers' compensation report? Yes. Oh, did you? Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the strap. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with a urine sample. Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and I'm scared to like move these the pieces of paper off the screen now. Yep. Oh. Time to leave. I'm going now. Let's go to the... That's my shadow. Let's go to the Ferris wheel, shall we?
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother.
Oh, don't be like that.
Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. Didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Okay, well, we're going to end the episode on that note. So far, it has scared me and creeped me out immensely. So if you enjoyed the episode, please click like. If you really enjoyed it, please click subscribe. And we'll see you again next time on this wonderful game called The Park. Bye!